Hey guys, GHAZZY TV here with another Diablo 4 video. In this one, we're going to talk about the so-called chase items in Diablo 4, my concerns about it, and the split in the community being on two opposite sides of the spectrum. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to show you the post made by Adam Jackson on Twitter, who is the lead class designer for Diablo 4 at Blizzard Entertainment. And he's showing us the Doombringer, the Grandfather, Ring of Starless Skies, and Dariel's Visage, Harlequin's Crest, also known as Shaco, and Melted Heart of Selig. These are the current 6 existing chase items in Diablo 4. There's a few things to be mentioned, underlying factors as to why I'm not very happy with the decision making when it comes to these items. First off, let's talk about the fact that I have played this game on stream 254 hours. With the off-stream hours included, I'm just about 300 hours in on the game. That is obviously an obnoxiously unhealthy amount of hours in this game. Granted, I do this for a living. Most people don't play this amount of hours. Most people never will play this amount of hours in this game in the past 30 days. That just won't happen, or actually 23 days. So with that said, I just want to clarify that, I'm not expecting to have dropped one of these items during my playtime. I really don't. A lot of those hours have been spent below level 85 enemies. A lot of them have. A lot of that content has also been pre-nerf Eridu farms. Pre-nerf this, pre-nerf that kind of grind with a lot of elites, like the Malgan's Works, like the Champion's Demise, etc., etc. A lot of these grinds have been done in ways that are way more effective than anything you can do in the game in the current state of the game. I've been pushing very high tier at Nightmare Dungeons in case they would have a higher chance, which clearly does not. So, I have vendored tons of uniques on top of that. Never seen any of these. Either way, again, I want to underline the fact and verify that I'm not expecting that I should have dropped one of these by now. That's not what I'm saying. What I will say, however, is that there's a large portion of the community that think they should be able to drop them within those hours. There's also, at the same time, on the other side of the spectrum, a lot of people that say that, hey, these items are great, they should be this rare. Just look at this game, for example, Diablo 2, that has super, super rare items that people didn't get after years of farming. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing? We have to take into consideration a few factors here. Let's just take the Diablo 2 argument and, for example, Tyrio's Might, among other things. Those items, they were tradable. Those items were usable for a character of a lower level. You didn't have to get a level 100 character to use them. Now, why would I say that, GHAZZY? Why would you say that? That's so weird. You can drop them when you're lower. Realistically, you will drop these items because of the rarity. You will have a level 100 character that you're playing on when you drop them. The way the drop system works in Diablo 4 means that those items will be usable at a level 100 character, nothing below that. So what about you dropping an item that doesn't work for your build? Now, ignore the fact that minion builds are minion builds and the way they work right now. Let's say you play in a minion Necromancer build. Shaco is completely irrelevant for that build. So either I'd have to respec my entire character or make another one. But that other one has to be level 100 to use the item, because I will realistically only drop it at level 100. I can't flex the item. I can't boast about me dropping it. Well, as a content creator, I guess I could, because it will be a pretty juicy video and a reaction, obviously. And that would dissipate. But non-streamers, which is the game, it should be catered to non-streamers. It always should be. You should never cater to people like us. With that said, those people have nothing to boast about because they can't sell it. They can show it off to their friends, make a Reddit post, I guess, and that's about it. What then? They have to make a new character, level that character up to 100 with the amount of time that takes and with all the changes they're making that harder and harder and harder to achieve. I don't think that's a good way to go about it. So simply because of the fact that it's gating your character to be forced to be level 100 in most cases, obviously, because there could be some rare occurrences, is one problem. The other problem is the rarity is so obnoxious that you're never going to see one. That's how rare they are. And that becomes a problem on the other side of this, the underlying factors. And that is, back in the day, ARPG games were like one and done. You played through it, you got to level 100, you did the end game boss, you're done with the game, that's it. And then seasons were introduced to the genre. And that reshaped the entirety of this entire game, the entire genre. ARPG games these days have always been, for the longest of times now, played in seasons, or leagues as they are called in Path of Exile. This means that we're spending 3, sometimes 4 months of playing something new. We make a new character, fresh market, new characters, new ladders, new leaderboards, and we get something new added to the game that might be only existing in that seasonal content. And then after the time is over, those characters and items and everything, they get shipped off to standard. In Path of Exile, it's called Standard League. In Diablo 4, it's called the Eternal Realm. So you can continue enjoying those characters and those things in the forever, essentially. And then a new season is released, upon which the vast majority of the player base will play new characters and enjoy the new season or the new league. And that's how the RPG game and the entire genre has actually just shaped and become a very attractive game for people to play. It keeps the game fresh, it keeps the game, the replayability of it and the longevity of the game itself is enhanced because of this factor. Now, not everyone will agree with me on this statement, but that's just the way the genre works right now, and that's okay. What's not okay, however, is that these items are so rare that in a 3-month time period, even if a casual player or a more casual player would drop one of these items, they got to 100. I don't think most casuals will ever reach 100 in a 3-month time. But if you have someone that did, and that person would then have to re-level a new character to 100, I just think it's crazy to have them this rare without the possibility of trading. To me, it just baffles me with how insane that is. And that's more towards people that are not playing the amount of hours I am. So if you, to reiterate my opinions in this, you have to separate the fact, or I have to separate the fact that I have two different opinions. I have one that's content creator GHAZZY, which I at least tried my best to cater to the more casual player base, or the type of audience that I have that is watching my build guys and everything that's directly designed to help new and newer players get into the game, having someone holding your hand and getting the information you need to have a great experience with the game, because it's a very fun game to play. And then you have degen, no-life, moronic gamer idiocracy going on the other hand. That part of me, they're rare. That's cool. I actually like that they're not tradable on that aspect, because I won't have anything that combats RMT, and that's a great tool for that. There's still problems on that end, such as me having to level another 100, which is not an impossible fact. It's just a nuisance for me because of the amount of hours I play. So to separate these opinions is very, very hard sometimes. But in this case, I think that both sides of me agrees that there's problems with the rarity of these items, for both type of player bases. That's just my 2 cents on it. I think that it's kind of crazy to avoid, arguing about this in a circle and just saying the same thing over and over again. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. So do let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. If you like this type of videos and all the guys and everything, do me a favor. It helps the YouTube algorithm a lot. I know I have to say it, because if I don't say it, people don't actually do it. Just hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So till then, stay safe. Keep rocking.